All right, we're on the home stretch. I went ahead and got the passenger seat completely finished. It was basically the same as the driver's side, just everything was on the opposite side. I didn't have any foam repair to do over there. And I also was able to go ahead and finish up the headrest on the passenger side. So all I've got left to do is the headrest on the driver's side and get everything reinstalled in the truck. Now, I talked to LeatherSeats.com about installing the headrest specifically because, as you can see, these headrests are pretty big and the covers fit pretty tight. So I was a little bit concerned about how I was going to be able to get those on. They actually have a tool, it's a pneumatic tool that's able to shrink the foam on this down. I don't have an air compressor. They sell it for about $100. If you were going to be doing this on a regular basis, I would definitely recommend buying that tool. But what they suggested I do is just use a vacuum cleaner. So what I've got here is just a real thin trash can liner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the upholstery off of this headrest. I'm going to put it inside this trash can liner, and then I'm going to use just this household vacuum cleaner. I mean, this is a small one. We don't have much carpet, so it's just a little one. And I'm just going to put that over the post and make a vacuum with the plastic bag. And that's going to suck the foam down and allow me to put this headrest on. It worked perfectly with the passenger side. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it on the driver's side, and we'll see how it goes. Because I don't really need to save this upholstery, I'm just going to go ahead and use my box knife to cut it off and make it a little bit quicker. And you can see the headrest actually already has a bag over it, and this is actually how they do it at the factory. They put this little bag over it, they shrink it down, they install the upholstery over it. So we're basically going to be doing the same thing. I'm just going to kick on the steamer and put a little bit of steam in here to get it nice and warm and make it a little more pliable. Okay, so I'm just going to kick on the vacuum cleaner. Boom, there we go. That was easy. All right, so you can cut this bag off, or I just tucked it in on that one and it was fine. So I'm just going to do that. Tuck it in. Okay. And there is quite a bit of extra vinyl on this arrow clip right here. You can see. So I am just going to kind of trim that down. I just want to be careful that I don't get into this seam right here. Okay. Now, remember on these clips, you have to actually, this is the opening on the J-clip. Okay, so these have to kind of be flipped and lay down. And this arrow clip actually has to curl around and hook back into the J-clip. So you really gotta pull hard. What I did on the passenger side was I just got the middle one hooked, and then once the middle one was hooked, it kind of made its way into the two sides. And you can see I missed one clip right here. So I'm just gonna use a screwdriver. There we go. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna get the two front seats up here on the table with the headrest installed, show you what they look like, and we just gotta get them all back in the truck. All right, both of the front seats are done, and overall I'm really happy with the way they turned out. I think the contrast double stitching looks great. I love the way the two-tone perforation came out. Overall, I'm really happy with the quality of my installation. Given that it's the first time I've ever done it, I think it came out really, really well. Probably things will tighten up a little bit more, and a couple of the residual wrinkles will fall out as it spends some time in the truck and kind of gets hot in the sun a couple times. Overall, definitely satisfied with the way this went, and it wasn't that difficult. I'm going to work on getting all this stuff installed back in the truck, and I'll be back to show you some pictures of the finished interior.
Well, I finally got everything reinstalled, and I couldn't be happier with the way it all turned out. I really like the way the two-tone color combination turned out, and I think the contrast double stitching and perforated inserts look great. This truck had a 2-inch leveling lift on the front, so I picked up a set of wheels and tires from a 2013 Ford Raptor, and once installed, it really completed the look of this truck. Overall, this job wasn't terribly difficult, and I would definitely say that if you're a strong do-it-yourselfer, you could do this entire install from start to finish without running into any major issues. If you're not a big DIYer, or you don't have a good selection of tools, you might consider having it professionally installed or taking it over to a buddy's house who does have the tools and is more of a DIYer. I think overall, the biggest key is taking your time, and I would definitely say that having a garment steamer is a must if you want to get the best fit possible. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it wasn't too long or too boring, and best of luck on your DIY leather upholstery installation.